Shabbat Shalom.
And welcome. I'm Rabbi Melinda Pankin.
I'm Cantor Wally Shackett-Briskin.
And we're very happy to welcome you to our indoor-outdoor service. We had everything set up, and then at 4:30 there was a large rainstorm. We just got everything in time, and we thought we're just going to stay inside. So please enjoy the air conditioning. As our service begins, just a few reminders. First of all, we invite you to look around and locate the exits. There's one in the front, 2 in the sanctuary, 1 in the social hall, and 2 all the way in the back. It is good practice wherever you go to pay attention to the exits. And we ask for your help with security. If you see something, please make sure to say something. If you have a cell phone, we ask that you not use it for any reason during services, including picture taking. And if you could just take a moment to check it, make sure that it is in silent mode so as not to disturb our worship. We all appreciate that. If you have children with you, we have books and fidget toys and all kinds of crayons and good things over there, and our usher will be happy to point them out if you need help. We also stream the service into room 2 right outside in the hallway, and our ushers again will be happy to direct you. I also want to share a few announcements. Can you make me quieter? Thank you. I feel like I'm yelling at you and I'm really trying to keep my voice quiet, so I'm gonna make myself a little bit, that's so much better, thank you. It is election season, and the social justice team that is led by Stacy Godo, who's over there, there's Stacy, is holding a get-to-know-you Zoom meeting with the Monmouth County Clerk, Christine Hanlon, on Tuesday, July 14th at 10 a.m. Please join me. I will be on the Zoom call and support their efforts by attending. You can find more information and registration and the registration link by clicking on July 14th on the TSE calendar, or by reaching out to Brian Feinberg or Stacy Godo or me. We're all happy to help you. They are also running a postcarding campaign and are holding postcarding parties during the summer. These parties are targeting people who are not registered to vote. The whole idea is to encourage people to participate in our upcoming election. So if you want to be a part of that, outreach, I did it a few summers ago. I sat at my kitchen table and wrote out postcards and little notes to everyone. It's very easy to do, and it's a way of supporting our democracy. Again, reach out to Stacy for more information on the postcards. The social action team is also collecting backpacks and school supplies. I know, feels early, but it's never too late. Now through August 21st, there's a collection bin, there will be, in the front lobby, and questions can be directed to Marla Boucher or Ellen Feinberg. And finally, I want to remind everyone that there is a radical change in the high holidays this year. All of the services are going to be back at the synagogue. Please pay attention to your email. We've been sending out all kinds of information, and we'll also be having some information sessions that you can join in on Zoom, just so you can ask any questions and express any concerns you may have. It may be bumpy, but we're all going to do it together, and it'll be so nice to celebrate back here. As we gather, I invite you to look around, find someone you don't know, introduce yourself to that person, and wish them Shabbat Shalom. Tonight is an exciting night in our synagogue because we have a lot of smachot to celebrate. We have a baby naming of little Jack, and we also have the conversion of Big Andy, and, well, I said little Jack, Big Andy. And we are so excited to be, as a community, a part of celebrating people's important milestones. I also want to take a moment to thank those who made donations to the synagogue this week. Donations were made in memory of Gloria Russin and Jimmy Frankenthaler for the yahrzeit of Sidney Cohn, Paula Schulman, Gerald Fried, Sandra Burnfield, Sydney Nuss, Irene Koff, and Emmanuel Maldo. Donations were made in honor of the engagement of Layla Petoskey and Ryan Desmond, and for the complete and speedy recovery of Robbie Lynn and Chris Kalinowska, and finally in appreciation of the Early Learning Center and the rabbi. With that, We will start our service with the lighting of the Shabbat candles and the Kiddush, and it is my pleasure to welcome up Karen and Andy to lead us in the blessings.
Open gate, the arc of evening slowly turning, the sun's blue shadows washed away. The gate still open as 3 stars wait to pierce the sky. In the corridor where night bears its maze, you begin to begin again. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'chad l'ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Let us hallow the Sabbath day in remembrance of creation. As we bless the source of life, so are we blessed.
Stars reflect off heaven's hem as Shabbat enters quietly. All week. Shabbat is the fruit of 6 days' imaginings.
Hushed and soft with tender smile, Shabbat greets us as we raise our cups. Shabbat perches upon the rim and nods as we bless and praise and remember.
Come again to us, gracious host. Fill our hearts with peace. Come sing with us. Sweet singer, we will fill our mouths with praise.
Surround us with Shabbat's beauty, all time in a day. Surround us with the
faces of our dear ones,
now and then and still to be.
Come again to us, gracious host. Come again as Shabbat is seated at our table. Come sing with us, sweet singer, as Shabbat fills our home with peace.
Baruch
Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Baruch
Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uvratzon, inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei lechol beit Yisrael bagala uv'zaman kariv v'meru.
Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam U'Olam Me'omaya Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Dekudsha
Brichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata
Tushmechata v'nechemata Tamiran Melma.
v'meru.
Amen.
Our call to worship, please rise as you are able.
I have not seen the robin, but I know he is there because I heard him singing through my window from the treetop outside.
I have not seen God, but I have looked at my child's eyes and have been overwhelmed by the miracle of unfolding life.
I have watched the trees bedeck themselves with new garbs of green in the spring and have been stirred by the miracle of continual birth.
I have looked at the stars and been overcome by the miracle of the grandeur and majesty of the universe.
I know that God exists because I've heard the song of God's presence from all the treetops of creation. Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. Ve'ahavta
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Page 11. Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Yum bum bum bim bim bum, yum bum bum bim bum, yum bum bum bim bim bum, yum bum bum bim bum. Ay 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 ay, yum bum bum bim bum. Ay 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 ay, yum bum bum bim bum. Bi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, bi chamocha. חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Please rise for our Amidah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'kanei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer, U'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעלוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
Page 15 in the middle. For the blessings which you lavish upon us in forest and sea, in mountain and meadow, in rain and sun, we thank you.
For the blessings you implant within us, joy and peace, meditation and laughter, we are grateful to you.
For the blessings of friendship and love, of family and community.
For the blessings we ask of you and those we cannot ask.
For the blessings you bestow upon us openly and those you give in secret.
For all these blessings, O God of the universe, we thank you and are grateful to you.
For the blessings we recognize and those we fail to recognize.
For the blessings of our tradition and of our holy days.
For the blessings of return and forgiveness, of memory, of vision, and of hope.
For all these blessings which surround us on every side, dear God, hear our thanks and accept our gratitude.
The word shalom comes from the root shalem. Now we translate shalom as peace, but the word shalem actually means wholeness, because what we consider to be peace is something that is whole, something that is complete. So before we enter into Shalom Rav, let's write this prayer together. What are things in our world, not just war, but where is it that we need wholeness right now? What? Everyday living. Everyday living. Yep. And our bodies too, right? Wholeness in our bodies. Yeah.
Respect for all people.
Yep. Wholeness for all people, all religions, all races, all ethnicities. I heard something else over here. Yes? The environment. Yep. Your homes. And before we sing Shalom Rav, I ask you to consider silently in your heart, what is the wholeness? What is the peace that you need in this moment?
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki ata umelech
Imrefi, Imrefi, Negyo libi lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Legoali, Iyu Leratzon, Imrefi, Imrefi, Begyo libi lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Vegoali, Vegoali. We always take a moment in our service to say a prayer for those who are ill and those who are in need of healing and wholeness, be it of their body, their mind, or their spirit. We especially call to mind this evening Lori Waldorf, Marla Boucher, Elisa Foreman, Mark Wilner, Jan Gale, Fred Thurm, Lou Miller, Bill Fireman, Barbara Roth, Daniel Minerva, Brandon Jacobs, Marcia Zagorin, Alan Rothman, Barbara Rothstein-Lynn, Alan Burstein, Hanabat Zalman Vigittel and her husband, Richard Craig, Nechama Leah, Michael Schiffman, Lori Schulman, Gloria Zeitlin, Jeffrey Borrell, Wendy Elamay, Susan Harris, Randy Sherman, Grayson Shukovsky, Ryan Condon, Shira Michaela, Nancy Hill, Sheldon Gitlitz, Jeffrey Katz, Paula Prides, Mary Syatt, Riley Pisnoy, Stephen David Michael, Linda Prezan, Arlene Wyko, Robbie Lynn. If there are others that we should mention this evening, people who could use a prayer for healing, I invite you to simply say their names aloud now. For those we've named, for those we haven't, and for those we name silently in our hearts, Misha Beirach, Avotenu v'Imotenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors bless all those who are ill. May their doctors and nurses be skillful and compassionate. May those who care for them find support and comfort. And may they all be granted refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, the complete healing of body and spirit, as together we say,
Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us sing, Amen.
There is a very, very new baby with us this evening, and it is my pleasure to call up Jack Halpern and his parents, Jenna and Zachary. Zach, who is returning from his bar mitzvah in 2004 when I first got here. Nothing is nicer as a rabbi than to have that connection. And I'd like to invite them up so that we can announce Jack's Hebrew name and celebrate him. Welcome back.
Grateful to be here.
Grateful to be with you. He's so sweet. Our God, source of all life, we thank you for the countless blessings you have given us. We thank you especially for the sacred joy and privilege of parenthood, which adds profound meaning and purpose to our existence. Grateful for your gift of new life, Jenna and Zachary have come into your sanctuary to thank you and to ask for your guidance in the upbringing of this beautiful baby Jack. Grant to these parents wisdom, patience, and devotion that they may raise their son to live in accordance with your Torah. In this synagogue and in the presence of this holy congregation, we give to Jack the beautiful Hebrew name, Yechezkel ben Devorah Uyitzchak. He is being named for his great-great-grandfather, Harry Schuster, who was a man who was patient and kind, gentle. He had a soft-spoken manner to him. He had a very strong work ethic and a huge love for his family. And we hope and pray that Jack will take the essence of Harry and carry that with him throughout his life. Extend your shelter over him and give to him love, health, and understanding. May Jack so grow and live as to become a blessing to his parents, to his siblings, to his family, to the Jewish people, and to all of humanity. As together we say, Amen. Now we have for you a few little gifts. The first is his naming certificate. Don't lose this, because when it's time for his bar mitzvah, his dad's going to train him, and you'll want to know his Hebrew name, and this is where you'll find it. We also have for you a subscription to the PJ Library. If you sign him up, every month he'll get a Jewish book through our local federation, and sometimes a craft or some music. And we also have for you, I know you're moving to Florida soon, but if you are in the area, we have some free sessions at our Early Learning Center for the parent and me. And we also have, he's got to eat a lot, but we have a tiny little I was named at Temple Sherry Ameth shirt that we hope he'll wear with pride. But most importantly, the most important gift we want to give him, would you be the holder of this? It's good to have a big sister, right? Yeah. The most important gift we want to give you this evening is the gift of blessing. So I'm going to ask all the grandparents here to hold this around you, around your shoulders, as we bless you.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's countenance shine on you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God be with you, guiding and protecting you all the days of your life, and may you as a family grow very, very old together in a world filled only with peace. And let us all say,
Amen.
Siman tovu, mazel tovu, mazel tovu, siman tovu, siman tovu, mazel tovu, mazel tovu, siman tovu, siman tovu, mazel I never take for granted as a rabbi the blessing that I have in being a part of people's sometimes difficult times, but also their most joyous occasions. And many, many years ago, I worked with a conversion student who, before he decided to convert, His wife was the temple president. She was Jewish. He wasn't Jewish. He was at everything. He knew all the prayers. And I looked at him and I said, John, when are you going to convert already? He said, I don't have to, because I'm already Jewish. I do all of this stuff. And I said, yeah, but there's a difference between being engaged and being married. And conversion is really about being married. It's wonderful to be a ger toshav, to be a resident who is part of the Jewish community. But there's something special about feeling so connected to Jewish community that you decide you want to get married, that you want to officially be part of the Jewish people. And tonight we're going to celebrate the official marriage, second marriage now, because he just got married to a wonderful woman just a few months ago, and now he's getting married to the rest of us. Now you've got all of these Jewish wives, I'm sorry. But to celebrate Andy and the work that he's done, I always say when you see the end result, it's really like looking at the tip of the iceberg, because there's so much more that goes on as a person works towards conversion. First, they have to be connected to Jewish life in some way. That's usually the thing that makes them consider it. And then they have to take an Intro to Judaism course, which is an 18-week course through the Union for Reform Judaism, and learn about the basics of Judaism. And then on top of that, they have to meet with me for a year as we continue to study and prepare and explore together to make sure that this is the right thing. Jews are not proselytizers. We don't go out in the world and say, come convert. But when someone wants to convert, we're supposed to send them away 3 times, make it a little bit hard for them, until they come back of their own accord. Now, I never made it so hard for Andy, but he kept coming back week after week and studied and learned and brought his beautiful perspectives to me about what Judaism is, about our history as a people, about the meaning of the holidays to him. And just this past week, Cantor Wally and Rabbi Josh Lobel, and I went down to Shir Ami in Newtown, Pennsylvania, a Reformed congregation that has a mikvah. And Andy completed the process of becoming Jewish by immersing in the mikvah and becoming one of the Jewish people. So I would like to invite him up so that you can hear his story. Many of us, we just take it for granted. We were born Jewish. We're here because someone's schlepping us here. Whatever our reason for being part of Jewish community, we don't necessarily stop and think about how we got to the place we are Jewishly today. And so when we hear the stories of converts, I think it's very, very moving and important for us to hear. So welcome, Andy, in every way.
Well, thank you, Lois. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Andy Gordonier, and I want to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to share a little bit about me and how I came to stand here today. My grandfather was a Baptist minister. My uncle was a Baptist minister. My dad was a Presbyterian and served on the Presbytery board for the state of New Jersey. My mom and her mother were both Christian Scientists. I was, for a time, a Lutheran. And to top all of that off, I currently teach at a Catholic school. So with all of that, what brought me here to where I am now? As you can kind of see, I've been exposed to probably almost every sort of sect of Christianity. And while I don't for a moment regret any of it, I have to say that I never truly felt anything deep within me. Now, I cannot tell you my story and how I got here without mentioning my dear wife, Karen. Now, Karen and I have known each other for over 40 years, and we both went, lived our separate lives, lived everything, had children, etc. But as fate would have it, and as often sometimes does, we reconnected about 12 years ago. We found ourselves at a point in our life where we were both again single, and we began to date. Then she made the big mistake of giving me a drawer. And of course, that drawer pretty quickly turned into the entire dresser. So here we were. Now, here I am involved with a Jewish woman. I enjoyed celebrating the holidays. Okay, the fasting and the abstaining from bread and bagels took a little bit to get used to, but all good. But really, I just started to experience things that I never felt within me. It wasn't just, the traditions and the food. Christian holidays obviously have their own great food and their own traditions, but it went beyond that. In fact, it went way beyond just celebrating the holidays. What I began to realize was that this community was rooted in doing good, not only for themselves, but for the world. I saw it daily with Karen and her interactions with her family and her friends. Her obvious intent to help others for no other reason than because it's the right thing to do. No expectations of anything in return. And as time went on, I experienced more and more of living in a Jewish life. I started to feel a strong sense of belonging. I would attend services occasionally with Karen and her mom, Ann, and I immediately felt welcome when I walked in these doors. I couldn't speak Hebrew. I still really can't, and I struggle. But regardless, I felt comfortable here, and for that, I thank you all. So many might think, understandably so, that Karen in some way might have suggested or encouraged my conversion. Nothing could be farther than the truth. Never once did she bring the subject up. Never once did she suggest it. What Karen did was open me to a world I would never have known except for her. For that, I thank you, and I am forever grateful. There was a moment I can almost pinpoint when I felt that conversion was my path. I watch a lot of documentaries, all kinds of documentaries, true crime documentaries, history documentaries. And I was watching a documentary on the Holocaust, and suddenly I felt as though it was no longer what happened to them. I now felt it was what happened to us. Now, of course, I have to figure out, well, how do you do this, right? Because I can tell you, if you want to be a Christian, all you basically have to do is go in, write out a check, sign a form, and you're there. Good enough. So, I, of course, what do we do in this day and age? We Google. So I Googled. So I found out the first thing I needed to do was contact a rabbi. Well, I had come here with Karen, so my natural course was to contact Rabbi Pankin. And we had a very nice initial conversation, including a discussion about the ceremonial nick, and I began my journey. I enrolled, completed an online Introduction to Judaism course, and then I met with Rabbi Pankin a couple of times a month for a year. I will always cherish those meetings we had. You see, I'm one that values discussion and exchanging ideas, even when those ideas may differ. I was, and I still am, fascinated by how, to this day, the debate over meanings within Torah is welcomed and encouraged. It is so very different than Christianity. So for those meetings, and really for so much more, Rabbi Pankin, I thank you. Okay, this brings me to today. Now, many of you, people ask me about my journey, etc., and for me, today is the first destination of that journey, because that journey is going to continue for the rest of my life. I have much to learn, and I am beyond excited to discover new things, learn new things, and I have no doubt that each of you in your own way will help me make those discoveries. There's something I want to remind you of, because I think sometimes people lose sight. Because when you're born into a particular group, you sometimes forget how unique and special that group is. You know, there are many reasons that the Jewish people have survived for thousands of years, despite persecution, despite suffering. And for me, you know, doing good in the world is the most beautiful and important thing people can do. And you always hear the expression, good will always conquer evil. I think part of the reason that we survive to this day is because we do good, even when people would think you wouldn't. So this brings me here today. So now, how is it that I got to the point where I knew I was Jewish? Now, many of you may remember David Letterman in The Late Show. And David Letterman, on every show that he did, had a top 10 list. I have a top 10 list. Number 10, the food. All right, maybe not gefilte fish and chopped liver. I haven't quite gotten there yet. Number 9, Fiddler on the Roof. No explanation necessary. Number 8, growing up, I loved every Christmas song I heard at the season. And guess what? They're all written by Jews. Now, according to my wonderful wife, I can be stubborn, cantankerous, annoying, and complain about just about anything. I have always, in general, been naturally funny, and I can make people laugh. And let's be honest, has there ever been a really good comic that wasn't Jewish? Number 5, the overwhelming sense of welcoming and acceptance that I feel from each of you. Number 4, the love and compassion I see and I hear from everyone I meet in the community. Number 3, my absolute belief that it is my purpose to make this world a little bit better in whatever way I can do that. Number 2, I need to do good simply because doing good is the right thing to do. No other reasons. And number 1, the number 1 reason that I know that this is where I belong and that I am Jewish, the number 1 reason, because God has chosen this to be the place and the time where I belong. And as I said when I started, Shabbat Shalom.
Beautiful. You do? Yep. So Andy, I'm going to ask you to come in front of the ark. Come face me. And I say, Bruchim habaim b'shem Adonai, blessed are you who come here in God's name. Baruch nuchem mibeit Adonai, we bless you in God's name. At this sacred and joyous moment, we renew the covenant at Sinai between God and the people of Israel, recalling the words of the prophet Isaiah, who said, strangers shall join them and shall cleave to the house of Israel. O God, we thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for the truth you have revealed to all humanity. Above all, we thank you for the gift of Torah, which has ever been a light for our path. We recall with reverence and gratitude all the descendants of Abraham and Sarah who have been faithful to you, and those who, of their own choice, have sought to serve you through the faith of the people of Israel. O God, grant your loving favor to Andy, as in this holy place we welcome him into Jewish life. Knowing well the history of our martyrdom in years past, Andy has chosen to join himself to our people's faith. We open our hearts to him, strengthen his resolve, help him to live in fidelity to the decision he has made and to the promise he is about to utter. May he always find satisfaction and joy in the fulfillment of your sacred mitzvot. Grant him many years of strength and happiness as a worthy member of our congregation. We praise you, O God, in whose presence is the fullness of joy, and let us all say, Amen. Amen. And I'd like to ask, if you are able, please rise. Andy, I'm going to put this Torah in your hand. This Torah is 400 years old. Don't drop it.
Clearly not.
And it is a survivor of the Holocaust. And we've spoken so often about all of the movies and documentaries about the Holocaust that you have watched and that have spoken to your heart. And holding it today is this real affirmation of your taking your place and taking a Torah, the community that lost its community, and you are now giving it life. So I ask you these questions in front of the congregation. Do you choose to enter the eternal covenant between God and the people Israel and to become a Jew of your own free will?
I do.
Do you accept Judaism to the exclusion of all other religious faiths and practices?
I do.
Do you pledge your loyalty to Judaism and to the Jewish people under all circumstances?
I do.
Do you promise to establish a Jewish home, to participate actively in the life of the synagogue and of the Jewish community?
I do.
Do you commit yourself to the pursuit of Torah and Jewish knowledge?
I do.
And now, in front of the community, I ask you to say the words that are the watchword of our faith, the Shema. Shema
Shema
Yisrael.
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Elhed.
Ruth said, "Entreat me not to leave you or to return from following after you. For wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried." In this way, you, like Ruth, bind yourself to the beliefs, practice, culture, and destiny of the Jewish people. And as you stand before this open ark, I want to announce your Hebrew name. You are taking on the name Aharon, Aaron, who was the brother of Moses, often the mouthpiece for his brother, often the one who helped him to communicate. Aaron became the first priest of our people and brought the rituals to life for them and connected them with God, as we hope you will do throughout your life. And mostly he was known as someone who made peace between people. And knowing you, Andy, I know you've taken the right name because you always make peace with those around you. And so I will take the Torah from you, and I'm going to ask you, we're going to close would you like to close the other side of the ark? Please be seated, but I'd like to include your family in blessing you, so come down here. All right, now a little stage direction.
Yes.
Turn and face this way.
You need direction.
Okay, I'm gonna back you up.
That's fine.
There we go.
Face this way. Andy's going to face this way. There we go. Now you're going to hold this around him. And you get to hold on to it too. And as you are wrapped in this talit, as you immersed yourself in the mikveh, feel the hug and the welcome of the Jewish people. As you have embraced us, so too we embrace you. May God bless you and keep you. May May God's countenance shine on you and be gracious to you. May God be with you, guiding and protecting you all the days of your life. May Judaism bring you joy and strength in all that life has in store ahead. And may all of you grow very, very old together in a world filled only with peace. And let us all say, Amen. Your certificates are in here. It's official. But also in here is a Kiddush cup from our congregation. So next week on Shabbat, you have your own Kiddush cup to bless the wine with. Mazel tov. This can touch it. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. You're welcome.
We're all just going
All right.
to dance now.
Come back. No, thank you. Let's not do that. And no. And no. Please rise for Alinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei kedula v'yotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated.
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. If you are here remembering someone who passed away, we invite you to rise if their name is read, and to remain standing until we all rise at the end for the mourner's Kaddish. This week we remember one whose family is in the 7-day mourning period of Shiva, Harvey Weisenberg, the cousin of Dave Vermiglish. And we also remember one whose family is in the 30-day mourning period of Shloshim, Jim Frankenthaler. And if you are here remembering someone who passed away in the last year, we invite you to rise. We remember those whose yard site fell this week: Summer Beth Adasco, Jacob Bard, Rose Berg, Sandra Burnfield, Archie Bonomo, Rose Bornstein, Beverly Shamoff, Gertrude Chodas, Emmanuel Cooper, Elaine Davis, Daniel Duger, Howard Esserman, Pearl Esserman, Nancy Feldman, Harry Fox, Gerald Freed, Sophia Fuhrer, Sylvia Gale, Irving Gittleman, Evelyn Goldberg, Benjamin Goodman, Louis Hassing, Louise Halsapple, Dr. Lou H. Jacobson, Harriet Just, Barry Carlin, Bernard Kitsenek, Paul Kazin, Jack Kipnis, Irene Koff, Sidney Cohn, Bernice Kessler Kornfeld, David Kraus, Fanny Kugelmass.
Edward Lasky, Jenny Lazar, Emmanuel Maldo, Fanny Mason, Helen Mednick, Sidney Nuss, Dr. Jacob H. Portnoy, Rose Rotowski, Shelley Reich, May Rosenberg, Alex Rosenstock, Carol Russ, Charles Selsky, Paula Schulman, Linda Seal, Lillian Smook, Ruth Sobin, Herb Solomon, William Stern, Michael Sussman, Leslie Tinkler, Anita Tosk, William Weinstein, Miriam Wollosen, Ruth Zaks. And each week we name 6 individuals who perished in the Shoah and name them as humans. Erich Sattler, Robert Engel, Roger LaCroix, Heinrich Gusenberger, Salomona Neuwirth, Vashla Kilinitsky.
Zichronam Levracha, may those who have touched our lives continue to bless us through the beauty of their memory. On page 19, we rise as a community now for the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudsha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to those who mourn and comfort to those who are bereaved, as together we say, amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel.
Please be seated.
On our good news list, of course, a mazel tov to Andy Gordonier on his conversion, and to Jenna and Zachary on the naming of Jack. And we thank your family for sponsoring the Oneg. And Karen, we thank you for the beautiful cookies that you baked for Oneg as well. Tonight is Shabbat on a stick, so just be careful. Don't poke each other afterwards, but enjoy all kinds of things that come on a stick. Mazel tov to Jen and Michael Baker on the wedding of their son Noah to Abigail. They got married in Scotland, and one of the best pictures I ever saw is Cantor Syatt wearing a kilt. It's awesome. And mazel tov to Andrea and Alan Kazin on the birth of their grandson Jeremy Alexander Semuski. Any other good news to share?
We become grandparents for the 4th time, our first granddaughter.
Oh, nice. You guys have competition now. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
I started camp this week.
Nice, enjoy.
Shelley decided not to colonize Greenland and came back to us. Great salmon, but no lox.
She must like you. She really likes you. Anybody over here? Any good news? Good news? Oh, some good news in the back.
Hi, after 40 years of teaching, I retired as of July 1st.
Mazel tov.
My mother and father passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I passed my deep water swim test.
Nice. Good job.
I passed my deep water test.
Oh, nice. Did you know in the Talmud, one of the responsibilities of a parent is teaching your child how to swim? That is a Jewish responsibility.
My friend got a puppy.
Oh, what kind of puppy?
It was a tiny golden doodle. It's absolutely adorable.
I mean, golden and doodle, you put that together and it's just got to be adorable.
It's my son Seth's 44th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you, too. I always wonder why parents, why the mothers don't get celebrated on the birthday. Who had something to say? I saw a hand up. Was there a hand up? No? Okay. I tried. Anything else? Anybody else? Any good news over here? No? No. All right. Then if you have not yet become bar or bat mitzvah, or if you are celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, if you just converted, if you had a brother who just got his name here, come on up for some challah. Come on up. No, you can. Bring for your whole family. You said you wanted to do good in the world. You start with challah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Motzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together,
You could take it.
as our prayer is joyfully
Do you want to take for your parents?
said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
I tried. Next week is Shabbat, the most wonderful time of the year. But here's what I need from all of you. I'm a Jewish mother. I have to know who's coming so I know I have enough hot dogs and hamburgers. So please sign up. And please make sure it's potluck so you can bring dessert or drinks or chips or coleslaw, but make sure to sign up so we have what we need. The pit will be out. Melissa's ready with the s'mores. We're good to go. So I hope you'll join us next week. We will be inside next week and then with room to eat outside.
Oseh shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, amen. Oseh shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'al kol Yisrael, amen.
As we come in blessing, so too we leave one another in blessing. I invite you to find your blessing posture, whether it is holding up your hands to bless the congregation or bringing some blessing into your heart or hugging those around you. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Keni hiratzon, may you be blessed, may you be safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
Keni hiratzon, may you be luminous, may you be loved.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Keni hiratzon, may you be joyous, may you be healthy, may you be whole.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.